Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here, and welcome to a video all about my tier list. I've been asked a lot about my current tier list, so I decided to sit down today and give you my opinion on it. As always, it's just my opinion. A lot of people love to hate on my tier lists, and a lot of people have their own experiences, but you know what? This is just mine. So, whatever. I've done a lot of thinking about it. I've watched a lot of matchup footage. I don't know, done my research, or tried to as best I can. Obviously, I can't main every single character, but you know, I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to explain why I put every character where I did, but I am going to, explain a few that I think might be controversial. So we're going to start with my top 5, which is probably already going to be controversial because it always is. So Firestorm, Black Adam, Hellboy, Flash, and Starfire. So Hellboy, I was hellbent. I wasn't sure about either him or Black Manta. Again, I haven't played a whole lot of high-level Black Mantas, so my experience there is not the greatest, but I would be willing to entertain the idea of switching the two if someone was to convince me of that. Flash has always been in my top 5, and even Honeybee as of lately. Oh, I hate my stupid Xbox. It does this darn rest mode thing after a while. Anyways, even Honeybee was saying on, I think it was on Twitter, that he's like, yeah, maybe I was downplaying the Flash a little bit or something, but that might not be an exact quote, but don't quote me, but yeah, I just think the Flash is too powerful at where he is. Well, not like OP, but like top 5. He has struggles in the neutral a little bit, but when he gets in, he can take 700 damage in one combo, and he can do like not quite as much unclashable with his trait. So I don't know. I think it's top 5 worthy, especially with how many flashes you see. Same with Starfire. I believe Starfire does have some rougher matchups, but I think for the amount of matchups that they have that are lopsided in her favor, that kind of evens that out. And I think that she's just a solid secondary for almost any character in the game, so that's kind of why I had her in my top 5. A lot of Starfire mains may disagree, but I don't know. She's been seeing a lot of action lately, and that like down back 2 or whatever, back forward 2. Yeah, Temerian charge. It's gross. It's obnoxious. It ignores everything that the game's supposed to be. So now we're moving to my A tier, which is my biggest tier. A couple changes. My last tier list I had Dr. Fate a little bit lower, but since he is a hard counterpick to a lot of other characters, yeah, I've put him back up. So we got Black Manta, Dr. Fate, Batman, Superman, Sub-Zero, Blue Beetle, Catwoman, Robin, Captain Cold, Scarecrow, Bane, Brainiac, Poison Ivy, Adam, Atrocitus, and Red Hood. So these are characters that I think could probably win a major, all on their own, Maybe a few losing matchups here or there, but nothing too serious, Bane might be the exception, but I still think he's pretty good, especially watching, like, the meta evolve and watching Biohazard play. I think that Bane is quite good. Brainiac, same thing. He's just kind of on the fence for me, but, talking to Mason and seeing Mystery Bot play and all that kind of stuff is kind of like, okay, well, this character's pretty good. There might be a few matchups where you just might not pick him in. So again, I might entertain the idea of having him a little bit lower down. But that being said, that is my A tier. Now we're going to move to my B tier. Now these are some characters that are pretty decent, but they probably have some rougher matchups that are going to make them harder to use in tournament. So we got Green Lantern, Black Canary, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Supergirl, Green Arrow, and Darkseid. So again, all solid characters. They just maybe have a couple matchups that maybe are the top tier that kind of keep them a little bit out of the limelight as far as that goes. You might see somebody pick a secondary when it comes to certain matchups. So not really a whole lot to say here. Cyborg actually moved up a little bit in my books here. So yeah, and I believe I added an extra tier this time. I think I have a tier that's I tried to split it up just a little bit more. Anyways, going into the C tier. So we have the Joker, Leonardo, Swamp Thing, Harley Quinn, Raiden, Enchantress, Cheetah, Michaelangelo, and Gorilla Grodd. So these are all characters that, it's probably more bad matchups than good. Raiden actually moved up a bit. I've been talking to Impulse a little bit. He thinks that Raiden's pretty strong. I'm not that convinced, but I do think he's better than where I had him at before, like bottom character in the game. And I think that he could probably fit in this range with these characters here. So these are people that, yeah, again, solid characters, good stuff, probably a few 5/5s, but mostly losing matchups and just not good tournament characters. So, but like we saw Biohazard, for example, use Cheetah in top 8, so possibly these could be utility characters as well, or just pull them out for somebody that doesn't know the matchup that well. I don't know. Oh, one more thing. Gorilla Grodd is another one that was really on the fence between this and a tier higher up. Again, I would entertain the idea of switching the two. I'm just, from what I've seen, I haven't really seen Gorilla Grodd in any of the top 8s, top 16s. I don't think so, maybe. But yeah, again, I'd be open to changing my mind on that one. But that's just my opinion as of right now. Then we have the D tier, which is Deadshot, Donatello, and Raphael. Raphael, like, he seems good on paper. I haven't seen anybody make him work. His trait charge is weird. It's kind of unsafe, but I mean the idea of it is good. Donatello just full of gaps. If you know the matchup at all, you can just wreck this character. And Deadshot, it just doesn't do what Deadshot's supposed to do. It's a zoner who can't really zone you, so he's got some stuff, but definitely not enough to make him viable in this game. So these are characters that you'd pick for fun, just to mess around with friends or something like that. So, and that's basically it. That's my Injustice 2 tier list. People have been asking me to make an MKX one, but I've been so far out of that game for so long, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm definitely not qualified to make a tier list. So you have to find somebody else for that. But yeah, anyways, guys, let's discuss this in the comment section below. What do you think about the tier list? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And why? Do you think I'm an idiot? Are you going to unsubscribe from the channel because I said that your character sucked or was too good? I don't know. I've got all sorts of comments on these videos. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, because it really helps me out. And if you didn't, you can always leave a like anyways, because like that'll be like a mad like. And I'll be like, ooh, those are the worst likes. And subscribe if you haven't, because we make new videos almost every single day. #Bonehawks, all that stuff, and we'll see all you guys in the next video.